So just bring yourself to sit at the front of your chair, feet hip width apart. A nice stable position, nice grounded position. So start by just circling those wrists. And change direction. So let's make sure that you've got a nice upright posture, you're not slumped in your chair here, okay? So lift and lengthen out from your hips and just ground your feet and ground your sit bones. Just move the fingers. Good, and then turn. Just do this with the hands. Can you see what I'm doing? Here. And then just do some circles as you're moving the fingers. Feel the muscles in your forearms. And the other way. Good. And release it down. Then lift and lower. So lifting through the shoulders. So elbows. Driving the motion through the elbows. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Hold on to the chair. Let's do some side bends. And down, and again, press down and lift, press down. Nice and slow, so that you feel balanced. Feel your core muscles, front, back and sides. Feel them pulling in as you're going to the side, and then feel them pushing you back up. One more each side. Excuse me, and release. So let's slump the back now. So if I go sideways, you can see what I'm doing. So I'm rounding my lower back, and then I'm sticking my chest out. So rounding the back, chin down, and up. So this is a seated cat-cow yoga pose. So we did this on class on Wednesday. So back and up. So you can bring those arms forward, and then take them back. Bring them forward, and take them back. So breathing out. Breathing in and rest it down to neutral and roll it back. Okay, onto the hips now. So lifting, alternating that hip lift. So hip flexion, so reaching up and down, lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift. And release. Okay, take it side. Change legs, side. So get that hip abduction, a bit of external rotation at the same time as you go out a little wider. Good, keep your hips forward. Good, just move through the pelvis here. One more each side, and release. Let's do that extension now. So kicking out with the right leg, going onto the knees now. Change legs, kicking out, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more. Okay, onto the heels now. So lift and lower, lift and lower. You can rest your hands on your thighs or hold onto the chair for support, whatever you feel comfortable with. Lift and lower. So let's start adding the toes. So if you have your feet a little bit further forward, you get a bit more what we call dorsiflexion on the ankles to lift those toes up. Good. Now let's take that now, so we go heels out, heels in. So you feel that movement up in your hips, as well as the knees and the ankles. Good, and release. Last one, bring it center. So we're going to lift the inside of the feet, so you roll onto the outer edges, and then roll in onto the inner edges. You might want to come your knees a little bit further apart. So roll out and roll in. So we'll get that inversion and eversion of that ankle joint. So we're just making sure our ankles are nice and mobile. Just notice if one side feels a little bit different to the other. Good. And release it down. Good. So let's just onto the ball of the foot now and just do some ankle circles here and the other way. 2, 3. Change legs, so circle out, 2, 3, and 4, and circle in. So we're going to go back to the upper body again now. So take your arms, push forward and open. Push forward and open. Let's bring in the trunk. So as we did that movement, just add that to this arm movement as well. Good, and again, pressing out, pressing out. Then take the arm, reach up and down. So we're lifting up, adding that lateral flexion of the torso now. One more this side, and change. So lifting up, so nice dynamic stretching, just getting ourselves warmed up, ready for our class. And the following exercises. Good, spin those arms in, out, reach and down. In, out, reach. We're going to add the leg lift here, reach up and down. In, out, reach up and down. In, out, up and down. Last one, up and down. Good, let's take that leg forward now. Position your left foot forward, toes up, and feel that stretch along the back of the leg. So relax into it. Take your arms behind, hold the chair if you can, or just down, or hold behind you and lift those arms up behind so you feel that stretch across the chest. So I've got my hands here, okay? Or you can put them there and just draw the shoulder blades in. And then release. Let's cross that leg up and over, hand through the center here and just pull it in so we get that lovely rotation. Good. And you can look towards that side so we get some neck work coming in. And then we go to the other leg. So position your right foot and feel the stretch in the left leg. Bring your arms across and just roll those shoulders. Good. Roll up, arm under, cross it over and turn and look towards the left, pulling that leg in towards you. And then release. So our first exercise is a right knee extension. So we're going to use the dumbbells sitting at the front of your chair.
R, knee
and
extension.
we're just going to hold it in place and extend it out. So knee extension and down. And again, pushing out and down. Push out and down. Push. So try to drive that leg back as far as you can and then out as straight as you can. Sitting up nice and tall, holding that chair for support. And rest. We're going to do the same leg. So take your weight off it, give it a little circle in the hip. Good, and then give it a shake. Place the weight back on. Or if you're not using the weight, just use your hand.
Knee extension.
And sit up tall and off we go. So kicking out. Kicking out. And you just feel those muscles in your quads here, your quad muscles, your front of your thigh. Feel them working. I can feel mine already. Tummy in. You may want a little bit of a pull in here as you extend out. Get that tiny little bit of ab work going on.
Next exercise.
Okay, so next exercise, we're doing 2 sets, not 3, because it was a bit longer. So the next one is a lateral raise. So we're going to use our dumbbells again.
Lateral raise.
So we're going to float those arms up and down, and float up and down. Float and again. So we're doing 30 seconds on each exercise. That's why we're only doing 2. Because last week we did 20 seconds on each, which we did 3, I think, or yeah, 3. So today we're doing 30 seconds on each. So a little bit longer on each one, but only 2 sets. And rest. Roll those shoulders back. Let's do some shoulder shrugs. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Drop your head to one side, to the side that's coming up. Just lengthen out through the neck. Take
Lateral
those
raise.
arms down to your side and lift and lower. And again. So we're going to give the legs a little bit of a break here and just work the arms because we've got that left leg knee extension coming up. So nice and relaxed. And again, lift and lower. Pressing up and down. So last week we did the whole exercises on a circuit format where you had 2 goes at each exercise.
Next exercise.
And rest it down. Okay, so the next exercise is your left knee extension. So you can put your right weight down, Just make sure it's supported on your thigh and your mid-thigh. You don't want it on your hip or
Down.
knee.
Knee extension.
And off we go. So just taking that nice kicking out and back under the chair. Good. And last one.
Rest.
And rest it down. So give your leg a little bit of a break here. Do some circles. And rest it down. Okay, are we ready for our next one?
Knee extension.
Off we go. So extend out, back under. I thought we did we did the circuit format last week. We didn't do that Tabata one on 320-second ones. I've got so many classes going on in my head at the minute because I've done 8-week programs for all of them. I can't remember. I don't know what day it is half the time. And
next exercise.
Okay, brilliant. So we're going to do an upright row now. So you can do this sitting, and you can just open a little wider here, and you can just do it a single arm,
Upright row.
or you can do a double arm, or you can do it standing and just lift those heels up and down as you lift and lower. So we have an option of taking that standing option if you want to, and down, and up and down, lift and lower and lift. So I'm going to go back down to my chair, and I'm just going to do it this way, up and down, up and down, up
Rest.
and down, and rest. So you choose whichever option you wish to do. Just move those shoulders, drop the ear to the shoulder that's coming up, and we'll get ready for our next one. So standing or
Upright
sitting,
row.
so we lift and lower, lift and lower. Focus on side body here. Focus on elbows coming up, bringing the weights to chest height. So watch you don't come up too high and knock yourself in the chin. And again. So lift and lower. So I'm turning my hands now. So palms in, palms facing me. Last one, just getting a little bit of
Cycle
element
complete.
of the elbow work. Okay, so our next exercise, our next block, we're moving on to our block 2, and we're starting off with a sit to stand. So back in your chair a little bit, feet grounded,
Sit
and
to stand.
off we go. So reach up, feel the chair, and sit down. Keep your heels down all the time. Don't sit too far back in the chair, otherwise your heels will come up. Okay, so really ground through. So make sure that you bend the knees. As you bend the knees, you bend the hips and sit back. And again, so let's add some arms to that for those who want to. So reach and down, and reach, and
Rest.
we rest it down. So 15 seconds rest. So just move your shoulders, move your wrists, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Do a little sway side to side, and we'll get ready. And here we go.
Sit to
So
stand.
reach and down. So those who can reach the arms up and out, in and down. So let the arms follow the movement that you're doing with your body, your legs. Good. Keep those heels down all the time. Big grounding. So push through the feet, push through the legs to come up. Try not to lean forward and kind of really double yourself over to come up. Okay?
Next
You want the
exercise.
strength in the legs. So we're doing bicep curl. So again, you have an option of doing it standing. We're not starting yet, okay? I'm just showing you. But as it's a chair class, I'm going to do the seated option.
Bicep curl.
So we're just going to do this movement here. So again, I'm having this turn of my elbows. Okay, if you can see what I'm doing. So palm is facing up, then they're facing into my sides. I'm turning from my elbows just to get that element of pronation, supination on the elbow joints. And again. Good. Tummy in nice and tight, sitting up tall, ground through your feet, extend through
Rest.
the crown of your head, and rest it down. So we've got one more set. Bicep curl. Roll those shoulders, move it back. Let your arms hang loose if you wish. Do some movements here. And then we shall get ready and
Bicep curl.
So up and down. And again, lift and down. And up and down. Bicep curl. So imagine you're reaching down and you're picking up your bags of shopping or whatever. And down. Lift.
Next
And
exercise.
rest. Okay, so we're doing band hip abduction. So we need the band this time. So we're going to take it over the top, cross it underneath, feet and knees together, pull it over the top, cross,
Band hip abduction.
tie it on, feet a little bit apart, open and close. Open and close. Sitting up tall and close. Open. Press and close. Press. So really push against that resistance of the band, but equally control it back. Don't just let your legs spring back, bring them back with control. So we get that eccentric loading of those muscles.
Rest.
And rest. So just relax it here, just let your knees fall in. Good, just do some movement side to side, always keep moving, keep your hands moving, shoulders moving, and then we're ready to start, and off we go.
Band hip abduction.
Open and close. So feel the movement in the ankles here as well, that inversion and eversion that we did in the warm-up. And again, so open and close. Open. So push out, pulling in through your core, through your belly button here. Have that vision of your belly button coming in towards your spine. Chest lifting, really opening out.
Next
And
exercise.
rest. So now we're going to do a band push. So we'll take the band either around your back. You can, if you want to, put it around the back of your chair. Okay? And sit back in
Band
your chair
push.
a little bit. And you can just push and release. Push. Make sure you have good tension on this band, because if it's too loose it might fling off up the back. Okay? So just press and back. And press and back. And again, press and back. Last one. And rest it down. So either around your back and holding in place, or I've got mine, you can see around my chair today. And roll the shoulders. So we've got one more set, but it's important you have good tension here.
Band push.
And off we go. So push forward and back. Push forward and back. And again, press and back. And press. Make sure the band is secure in your hand as well. Wrap it round your palm of your hand if you need to. Push and back. So right hip band flexion. So we're going to take this around the top here, feet and knees together.
R. Band hip
Go
flexion.
underneath. Cross it. Hold it on. Hip flexion. Okay, wrap it around your hands, create that resistance so you're holding it down and then just lifting up. So you want the band on the middle of your thigh and then just lift up and down. So we're doing the band hip flexion on the right leg. Lift and lower.
Rest.
And rest it down. So we're going to do the right leg again in a sec. So a little 10-second rest. Can you hear my squeaky chair? As long as it's the chair and not me, we're okay.
R.
Right,
Band
here we go
hip
again.
flexion.
Right band hip flexion. And lift and lower. Bring those tummy muscles in, relax the shoulders down, keep your elbows soft, your fingers relaxed, and just push against that resistance. So if you keep your hands down on your chair,
Next exercise.
you feel more resistance. So we're doing a right waist bend now. So put this to one side.
R. Waist bend.
Okay, so let's go down and up, lower and lift, lower and lift. Hold the chair for support if you need to. Press down and come up. Press down and come up. And again, lower and lift, and lower and lift, and rest.
Rest.
Okay, so got one more set of waistband bend to the right, band bend, whatever, just over to your side. This squeaking chair, I'm going to get another one next time, see if I can wreck another chair.
R. Waist
Okay,
bend.
off we go. Down and up, and again, press and lift. So as you push up here, push from underneath and feel this on this other side as well. Okay, so use this side, kind of contract this side here to lift yourself back up on the opposite side. Okay, so it's stretching as you go down and then it's just contracting to pull you back up. One more time. And
Next
rest.
exercise.
Okay, so we're doing the hip flexion with the band on the left leg this time. So we go underneath the legs, cross them over the top, bring them about mid-thigh, have a nice bit of stretch there.
L. Band hip
Nice
flexion.
bit of tension, and left leg coming up and down. Lift and lift, and again up and down. So we should all be feeling this today. Not excessively, but know that you're doing something. Feeling the strength of your muscles.
Rest.
Feeling all the activity flying around your body as you're working. Lovely feeling. Take a few breaths in and out. Just relax down. Ready to do set
L.
2. Off
Band
you
hip
go.
flexion.
Up and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Pushing up and down. Press. Just notice how one hip feels compared to the other. One feel a little bit weaker than the other. Last 5 seconds now. Hang on in there. Last one.
Next
And
exercise.
sit down. So let's do the waist bend to your left side. So front third of your chair, sitting up tall, engage your core, shoulders back, extend from the crown of your head. Hold
L.
your chair,
Waist bend.
press down, and then use this side to lift up. Okay, and again. So don't go down too far. You shouldn't feel any twinges in your back. Press down and up. Press down and up. So try to ground your right sit bone and your right foot. And again, go down and up. Lower
Rest.
and lift. So a little rest. Stretch it back. Do some movements. Rotation, one shoulder forward, then the other one. And we get ready now to do our last set on this side. So here we go.
L.
So
Waist
down
bend.
and pull up. Down, engage, pull up here. Opposite side is lifting you up. And it's working eccentrically because it's lengthened, so it's working in that position there, which is good to do some eccentric training. And up and down and rest it down.
Cycle complete.
So we're just going to go into a nice little stretch and some movements now just to reinforce everything that we've done and return everything to a non-exercising state. So let's start with circling the wrists with big hands this time, fingers moving, good, and then change in direction. Good. Let's take our arms and swing to the right, swing to the left. Lift the right heel, lift the left heel. Swing and swing. And again, up and up, up. Keep it going. Press. 2, 3, 4. And press it out. 2, 3, 4. And release. Okay, let's take our hands to shoulders and circle. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. In and out. So lift the right side, lift the left side. Nice dynamic stretch. And then we hold this side, hold the chair, reach up, place your hand behind your head, push that elbow up towards the ceiling. And if you can, reach up. Stretch up nice and tall, ground your right foot, ground your right sit bone as you reach that right arm up, if that's available to you, or keep it here. And then reach up and over, and just gently roll that shoulder back. Let's do the same on the left now. So take the arm and lift and lower. Reach up and down. So stretching out through left side, and then hold this one, hold it here, secure yourself, extend if you can, palm facing forward, ground your left foot, your left sit bone, and hold on to the chair with your right hand, and really feel that lovely stretch. Good, and then bring it down and circle, so we get that rotation in our thoracic spine, and release. Good, roll it back. Excellent. Let's give ourselves a big hug. Fingers behind you here, and feel the stretch. Pull the chin back, chin down towards the chest. Push the elbows forwards as you grip on with your fingers to the back of your shoulders here. And then take your head and just look up to the right shoulder, drop it down, look up to the left shoulder, and drop it down. Lift the head back up, release, and hands behind, hold the chair or behind you here, wherever you feel comfortable. Take a breath in, lift the heart center, and feel that stretch through the chest. Elbows are soft, draw them in toward each other. And take a few breaths in and out here. Really feel the expansion of breath in your lungs, in your rib cage. And exhale and relax it down. Bring your right knee in. So feel that stretch in the lower back here. Circle the ankle. And then reach it forwards into our hamstring stretch. Position your left foot so it's in a safe position. So you're not going to fall off the chair. Bring those toes up and then slide that foot in. Take your left arm under, cross it over, right hand behind, and take your gaze towards the right side, towards the right shoulder if you can. Try not to lean back and slouch. Sit up tall and then release back to center. Release that leg down. Let's bring that left knee in. So I'm holding below my knee, not on the joints. Circle the ankle. Good, and then extend it out into our hamstring stretch. Toes up. And relax through. And then bring it in, arm through and cross. And let it go. Okay, let's just take that arm across here and stretch through the upper arm and the shoulder. And then the same on the other side. And release. Take a breath in and out. Take a breath in and out. One last time, breath in and out. There we are, well done everybody. Hope you enjoyed that with me today. Thank you, bye bye.